Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about challenge groups. Is sometimes that Beachbody term that we use for them, but what I like to refer to them as is accountability groups. And when we talk about a private online accountability group in our posts or in our Instagram stories, that's something that people can actually understand. So like, oh, she's running, because I mean, if someone said to you, hey, you want to be in my challenge group? You might be like, well, what is that? Like, what's a challenge group? But a private online accountability group or health and fitness accountability group, it's much easier to understand what that is. And we obviously want people to understand what we have to offer. So I want to talk to you about the importance of those groups today, because that is really where all the magic happens, and that is what we do as coaches. So if you aren't familiar with where coaching was born, it was back years ago when Beachbody was created with DVDs and infomercials, and people would buy them and most people would not do them, or they would try and they would stop and quit and not get results. And then there was a few people like myself who are very, very self-motivated, were always into health and fitness, and would do the meal plans and do the programs and get great results and post about them on the message boards, and everybody would flock to those people like, what are you doing? Why did we not get these results? And how did you do that? And how did you meal plan? And this and that. And so Beachbody was like, there's something here. And that is where coaching came from. So Beachbody is its own separate entity. It's like our older company. Team Beachbody is where we are affiliated with. And so every once in a while, I would have somebody tell me that they placed an order and they wanted to be in my group. And I was like, I don't see your order anywhere. And I would find out that they placed it through Beachbody. And I would have to call Coach Relations and have it give them that person's email address and order number, and then get them switched over to me on the Team Beachbody side and get the volume and the commission transfer and all of that. So there are kind of two separate things. So we are affiliated with Team Beachbody. Team Beachbody is where we became this big fit family, a team, and we help people, coaching them through their health and fitness journey to get the same kind of results that we have. We just invite them on a journey. Okay. So where we do that is in our accountability groups. So think about it, like anybody can go buy a program and not do it. And we see that happen all the time. The accountability groups are where the magic is. So do you already have a story about accountability groups? Do you already have like a testimonial about what they've done for you? What difference, take a minute and jot down, has an accountability group made in your health and fitness? Did you maybe try to do one of our programs before you had a coach or before you were in a great accountability group, and now you've been able to get a lot more out of it or stay a lot more consistent, or whatever? There's all different aspects of what could be part of your story. But I'm sure the accountability group, I hope, has helped you immensely to stay more consistent with your health and fitness. And so that is the environment that we as coaches plug people into. So you need to be running an accountability group, at least one, every month. So that is where we get people connected to, so again, we have this health and fitness. I like to call it the trifecta of health and fitness. So you've got your workouts and your meal plans, but then when we plug people in to get the actual daily support and encouragement and accountability that they need to stay consistent, to get the, when they decide, oh, I'm just going to change the workout program, I'm going to switch this rest day for that. And when they start doing things on their own, like in the groups, we talk about those things. We talk about the importance of a rest day. We talk about, I don't need to tell you guys what we talk about. We talk about personal development. We talk about mindset. We talk about soreness and how they need to push through it. We talk about like meal prepping and planning and all those things that help people actually be consistent, to be successful with this, to get the results they want, and to keep those results by staying consistent. So all that magic happens in the challenge group. So if you want to do your job well as a coach, you need to be running a challenge group every month. And when you are constantly running a challenge group or more every month, you always have a place to invite people, to plug people into, to help them get results. And then your business really will start to blow up, because not only have you gotten results, now you're helping other people get results, and you can showcase those results and show people like, hey, it's not just me, like these other people that are coming in and joining me, they're getting results too. And that really builds credibility for your business. But most importantly, beyond that, is the fact that it shows that you're actually helping people. And that's what we sign up to do as coaches, is to help people change their lives. And where we do that is in the challenge groups. So you can decide how you want to run your challenge groups. So we all get to do that for ourselves. And over the past 3 years, I have done so many different things. I've ran 21-day groups, month-long groups. I've tried like a 60-day group. I do exclusive launch groups when we have a brand new program coming out, so that I can get people on like a pre-order list and have them be some of the first ones to go through the program. And I have something exciting to share, because people get excited when there's a new program, and I can kind of, piggyback on that. And so I recently did that for like the 80-day obsession and had a group of ladies going through it all together. And I found that there was even more community within the challenge group, and people were staying extra accountable because we were all going through it day by day together, the same program. So you can decide if you want to run a 21-day fix accountability group. You can decide if you want to run, a mommy boot camp or a postpartum or a pregnancy one if you're pregnant. So it's a cool thing about the business is that you can do whatever you want. And I have done all those different things. I have you can do nutrition only, especially as we have a new program, 2B Mindset, coming out. You can decide you want to do the Ultimate Reset and run an Ultimate Reset group, and have people plugged into that. So it's completely, or a 3-week yoga retreat, yoga for beginners, and you can play with those different ideas in a free group that you run every month. So free groups are a really great way to build our business because we introduce people to what the accountability and these home workouts and meal plans and BOD can do for them without them having to pay for it. They can click on the 3-month option of the free trial the 3-month option of Beachbody On Demand, which comes with a 14-day free trial, and put in their credit card and not get charged and have 2 weeks for free before they get charged, which we have them cancel before, of our home workouts. So you will see me run a free group every month and run a challenge group every month and run a sneak peek into coaching every month, so that I always have a place to plug people into who are needing some kind of solution that I have. And that's my job as a coach, is to help people. And some people need help with their finances. Most people need help with their fitness and their health, their nutrition. So again, all that magic happens within a challenge group. So if you actually want to be successful in this business, you have to be running a challenge group, at least one, every month. Now it's up to you, like I said, how you do that. And if you want to have people check in or not check in, if you want to do 2 posts a day, 1 post a day, if you want to do prizes or not, you probably have all of your own spectacular ideas about what works for you. Maybe you watch my groups and you think, hey, this doesn't work, or I don't think this works well. This wouldn't work for me. I don't like this. It's too structured. I don't like this with the images. I would like to go live more. I would like this and that. And so you get to do all that in your group. And I think what works well for new coaches is to shoot a message in the new coach message thread, or on our team page and be like, hey guys, I'm thinking about starting a blank group on like May 14th or June 5th. Anybody else want to pair up and run a 21-day group with me? And it's a great way, because you really only need, if you're going to do a 21-day group and maybe you have a week of prep, or you just do a prep weekend before, then you really only need like 3 other coaches to do it with you, and each person can post a week. Like one person can do prep week and you can do week 1, and the other 2 people can do week 2. So you could actually, within this new coach training, pair up with people in it and do it together. And I will tell you, I know it can seem really scary, like, oh my gosh, how can I run a challenge group? It's really not, you guys, and you get better at it by doing it like anything else. You just have to jump in and do it, but you have scripts that are available to you in your Coach Online office. There's challenge group guides for like every single program, so you can literally copy and paste and schedule those posts. You don't have to freak out about it. And you have my scripts that are on our team Google Drive, and some of them are on our team Facebook page, and I create often one that's kind of the same for our Fit with Faith Basics every month. So right now what we have is I have a challenge group that's every month. It starts on the 2nd Monday of the month. It's called Fit with Faith Basics, and that's where I introduce people to, they can do any program, and usually people are doing the 21-day fix or program like that, and I'm going to hold them accountable for those first 21 days as they're forming new healthy habits. And then my hope is that after that I can transition them over to our Fit with Faith, like our life group, our more ongoing one that only has 1 post a day from a coach. It's not as like rigid. They don't have to do a nightly check-in, because I want them, once they've learned how to do it, in our group are more with more structure and Fit with Faith Basics that they can continue on. I can kind of remove the training wheels and help them have a little bit of accountability as they learn to keep doing it themselves, and people are doing all different programs in there. So that's what I'm doing right now, but that's more of a recent change. For months I was starting a new group every single 3 weeks. I was doing my free group it was always different. So you'll see me change things up a lot, but the one thing that never changes is that I always run a challenge group every month. I always run a free group, and I always have like a sneak peek into coaching. And so you want to start thinking about, when am I going to start my next challenge group so that I can invite friends and family and people to join me? What am I going to pair up with other coaches? Do I want to have a theme? How am I going to do this? And have fun with it. Make it yours. Bring your own energy and ideas into it. And that is when you'll see a lot of success as a coach. You can do anything. You can do a personal development book that goes along with your challenge group. You can have a theme like Progress Not Perfection, or Grace Not Perfection, and have people read that book 10 minutes a day as they're going through your group. And you can make your own posts. Like, I have loved writing and bringing my creativity into the groups and writing those posts. And just because you see me do something doesn't mean you need to do it. We all find our own coach voices, and it's really cool. And that's also a cool part about working with other people. and doing it together. But I have to stress that the most important thing about these challenge groups before I wrap this is that you first and foremost are an example in them. So the challenge groups are where all the magic happens in our business, and if you're running great challenge groups, people will always want to join you, and you will find yourself getting referrals. Like, they will be talking to their friends, they will be getting results because you're doing a great job as a coach in this group, and then they're going to be walking proof of the products everywhere they go, and people are going to be asking them, what are you doing, how are you losing weight? Trust me, it happens to me all the time. And they're going to be sending friends your way. And either if you have those friends, sign up under them to start really building your business and getting, you know, more coaches on your team, or if you decide that it's someone who is just going to come and sign up under you, either way, it's building your business, and that's a really good thing, and that shows that you're doing your job well in a challenge group. But very often I find new coaches make the mistake of thinking that they can just be posting on social media and trying to bring people into the challenge groups, but meanwhile they're not even checking into the challenge groups themselves. If we ourselves are not checking in on every post, you have to remember that your journey, like I said in the first video, is first and foremost. So if you aren't staying accountable in the groups, you're going to find that you sign people up and they aren't staying accountable. And if they aren't staying accountable, they don't get results. So you have to remember that first and foremost, the challenge groups are for you. You get ongoing accountability the rest of your life as a coach, which is an awesome thing. And now you need to show people, like if you want to have people introduce themselves on your introduction post, you need to introduce yourself first. If you want to, you know, have people post their sweaty selfies, you need to do that first. So we lead by example in these groups, and people are going to be looking to you as their coach of what's she doing, how does she do it. Now, before you even have clients, the biggest thing I can stress to you is the importance of jumping in and commenting on people's posts and adding value in the group yourself. So often I think that we can kind of fall into that place of cookie cutter coaching, like, great job, yay, you know, good for you. But I try to actually like ask questions, you know, answer people's questions or make a suggestion, or if I see them saying that they're going to skip their rest day, saying, hey, that's not like a great idea. And I didn't know a lot at first as a coach. You don't have to be an expert to be in these groups, just be a cheerleader. I really think one of the coolest things about our job is that I am a glorified cheerleader. That's what I am. I'm your cheerleader as your coach, and I'm the cheerleader of all the people in our group. We just get to be there to encourage them on their own journeys. And yeah, they'll ask questions and you can Google the answers, but anybody can run a challenge group. I'm 100% confident of that. Anyone can. All you need to bring is your heart. And I usually ask people as part of the power hour, which we'll get to later, this needs to be a daily thing that you check into the group for 10 minutes and create that habit now, that you run through people's posts and you just love on them and you just encourage them. And those are the best people that I actually look for to bring onto my team, are people that are already doing that anyways within the challenge group. They are just loving the experience. They're loving what it's doing for them. So I know that my best coaches are always going to be the ones that are loving on everybody. And I'll tell you that as a team, we work better together. So I have gotten to a point before where I have cut it off and said, hey, I'm just going to run my own challenge groups because I'm doing all the work and nobody is doing this with me. Nobody else, everyone wants to plug their people in and no one's actually adding value themselves. And there's no I in team, guys. So if you want to be able to plug your clients into a group with other coaches, then you need to be adding value to that group and bringing your best. One of the awesomest things about being part of a team is we all have different strengths and weaknesses. We all have different passions, different ideas. And so what I love is these groups work really well when we are all in there sharing our hearts and sharing our stories. So you might see somebody post about how they're really struggling as a stay-at-home mom with nutrition because they feel like they don't need to meal plan and prep because they can grab stuff all the time. You know, and maybe I would be a great person to talk to that because I'm a stay-at-home mom. But if you had them plugged into a group by yourself, and you're a working mom, you may not really be able to say very much. So that's why it's cool to have different coaches with different backgrounds in a group, because we can all kind of add value to each other's clients in ways that works best. And I think that ultimately we serve clients better when there's several of us coaches in a group. But in order to receive that, to have people helping coach your clients, which I do think is best for them, you need to be in turn helping coach their clients. So we just do it as a team, and that's how the challenge groups work really well. But again, if you're somebody that decides, hey, I don't really want to run challenge groups with anybody, I want to run my own private group every month and just have it be small with 5 or 10 ladies, and I'm going to do it myself, you can totally do that. You are your own boss. You get to do whatever you want with your challenge groups, run them however you want. The only thing I really, really highly suggest is that you run at least one a month, so you always have a place to plug people into and help them get results, because otherwise you can't really help people and then you're not really coaching. So I hope that this video helped you understand the importance of running rockstar challenge groups, and I can't wait to watch you guys jump in and start rocking your groups too.